This is a TCSS F16 lightsaber hilt, and it's the bare aluminum version. We'll get into that in a second. So the Custom Saber Shop machined this hilt. It's their very first ever lightsaber hilt that the company has made. So the Custom Saber Shop has made different lightsaber parts, the modular hilt system, which is kind of a mix and match system of parts where you can make your own hilt out of that. They've also sold hilts manufactured by different companies, but this is their very first ever hilt, so that's kind of cool. Now, let's kind of open up this box here. Well, first let's look at kind of the artwork on it. So it's really nice. This is what the hilt looks like, and it sort of shows you which parts are removable on there, so that's kind of handy. And there's the top. Here's the Custom Saber Shop on the side. So really nice presentation there. Now when we open the box, we get this kind of military green bag on the inside. So this is a nice sort of saber bag. It says TCSS standard issue parts bag. Hashtag MHS built Custom Saber Shop on that side. Then on the other side, there's a warning. So let's see if we can get that to focus. Warning, this bag contains precision machined saber parts and may inspire saber envy for anyone in your immediate vicinity. Highly advised to open in private while seated. So that's kind of a nice touch. All right, so let's get to the hilt in here. So the TCSS F16 is actually very strongly influenced by fighter jet aesthetics. So that's kind of a neat thing there too. You can kind of see that in sort of the angular design, and then also, you know, this looks kind of like a turbine, sort of a turbine pommel area. Very cool. If you hear a little rattling, that's actually the hex wrenches on the inside of this hilt. So we've got this shrouded design here, and the control box, sort of this angled point at the top of the shroud, and then a shorter one on the other side. Now here's the base hilt, so we've got some really cool grooves there, and then the shroud provides a nice overlay to that. There are two 12mm switch holes, and this box is removable too. On the rear side of the hilt, there's this recharge port hole. So this is a threaded hole, so it can accept a switchcraft recharge port. A little bit of a taper toward the bottom, and then that really cool kind of turbine style pommel. It's really kind of clean lines from the vertical grooves here, and then there's some hidden sound vents in the base of the hilt too. Now, the top of the hilt, so you might think this is a blade plug. I suppose it kind of functions like a blade plug, but it's actually a tool capsule also. So if I loosen that set screw there, this is a tool capsule. It kind of has a dummy shell appearance to it, as you can see. Now if I unscrew that, these are all the different hex wrenches that you can use for the different screws with the hilt. And so this tube, I think, is just kind of an extra piece, but this cone on the top you can actually swap out with the this part on the pommel. So there's two kind of pommel pieces, one that has the pointed tip and then one that has they call it the blunt tip. So I'll show you how you can swap that out too. So there's kind of this ring here. There's the pommel. So this screw in here is what keeps this piece of the pommel attached. So actually I'm going to use my other tool for this. Oops, that's the wrong size. There we go. Now, an easy way to change this out is to just kind of hold on to the pommel have the hex wrench attached, and then unscrew kind of this cone piece. So we've removed that. And then I can do the same thing with this other cone piece. It's really easy to kind of unscrew it that way. Now I can swap it out here. And you can really see the sound venting down there too. I gotta just get this screw kind of aligned in there. Well, you know what I can do with that? That's a lot easier. All right. And then we can attach this kind of more conical jet engine like piece. And then this ring attaches or slides back over here, and then we can attach that kind of pommel assembly back to the main hilt. So you can kind of change the aesthetic of the hilt. It's definitely pointier, so the custom saber shop, you know, advises you to take a little more caution with it. It's not that it's sharp, it's just that it's pointy. Now, from an aesthetic standpoint, the kind of pointiness of the pommel really kind of follows the aesthetic of sort of the pointiness in the emitter shroud section. But, you know, it looks cool either way. Very nice. So it's kind of neat that the custom saber shop is making hilts now. We'll have to see if they make some additional hilt designs in the future. But for now, this is the TCSS F16, that's a lot to say, F16 lightsaber hilt. And this is available in a few different colors as well. So this is the bare aluminum version, and there are some different color combos that they offer. And you could certainly, you know, kind of add your own colors and effects or colors and weathering and that type of thing as well. You can see there's lots of nice kind of layering to this hilt and opportunity to provide some maybe color contrast and that sort of thing if you do customize this yourself. But feel free to comment below the TCSS F16 lightsaber hilt.